Hello everyone. Well, today I'm going to be changing the vapor canister on my 2003 Ferrari 316 Modena. The biggest issue you're going to find when your vapor canister goes bad is when you're going to fill the gas tank up. If you have an issue where your gas doesn't fill up very quickly and the nozzle keeps popping, when you try to fill it, you have to fill it really, really slowly. From what I've read on the internet, the most likely cause is your vapor canister needs to be replaced. I bought mine on scuderiaparts.com. It was about $200. So I'm going to go ahead and swap it out. Where it's located at is right back here. How you access it: first you have to take your rear panel off with your tail lights. I've already taken mine off. I did another video about installing these aftermarket tail lights in it. If you want to see how to take that back panel off, it's really not too hard. There's a bunch of 10mm bolts that go in behind in this area back here and here and here. What we're going to be replacing today, and it's going to be kind of hard to get a good view of it, but it's this vapor canister that sits right back here. Let me see if the light will adjust a little bit. No. Let me see if I can turn the light on. No. All right, so at any rate, that's what we're going to be replacing. So here's the new vapor canister that's going to be going in. Just a little disclaimer about myself. I am not a Ferrari mechanic. I am, however, mechanically inclined. I've done a lot of repair work on, well, pretty much every make and model car you can think of. I've always had piece of crap cars my whole life, so I grew up having to fix them. So without further ado, we are going to get into this and see how bad this is going to be. I've never done this job before, so we're going to learn as we go. All right, so now that I've got a flashlight on it, you can see there's 3 hoses on the top. That's pretty self-explanatory. On each side, it looks like there's just a little bracket, and it's got 10mm on either side. And I don't know if you can see down there or not, but there's another one right behind this thing, whatever that is. So we're going to go ahead and take that bracket off. This looks like 2 10mm, and I don't really see anything else that's going to hold this thing in place. So hopefully it comes right out. I'll let you know. Alright, so I got the 10mm out of that side, but in order to get my tool onto this side, I did have to remove this little guy right here that has this, let me see if I can get, there we go. That was right there. It's just a little bracket. It looks like it's got a fuel line or something like that on it. I had to remove that out of the way to get the tool in there to take the other side of this bracket off. And then I'm hopefully going to slide it down a little bit, so it makes it easier to get to these connectors on there. But those look like you just pinch the sides and pop them off, so that should be pretty easy. They all look the same style, but we'll see. Yep, so that's it. I got all 3 hoses unplugged. Really pretty easy. The only thing I'm a little worried about now is that box is huge, and trying to get it over this bar I think might be a pain in the butt. But I gotta put the phone down again so I can use both hands and try to get this out of here, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right, well, that was really easy. I just lifted it up and pulled it out from the bottom first. But there's the old one. There's the new one. Yeah, really easy. Total job. I mean, I literally paused this video for just a couple minutes. So total job so far has taken me about 5 minutes. Well, 10 minutes if you include taking the back panel off with the tail lights. So we're gonna reinstall the new one. And again, let me get the flashlight. I'll show you where it's come out of. So there is your hoses. 1, 2, and 3. And then it just sits right down inside this opening. This is the thing I had to move out of the way to get my tool in there. And it just comes up and hangs out right in there. Our 10mm bolt goes back in there. And I'll tell you, of all the cars that I've worked on in my life, this Ferrari is among the easiest cars I've ever worked on. It really has been super simple. Things that I've done to this car so far, obviously the aftermarket taillights. I've done mass airflow sensors on it. I've done left side fuel pump, all new gaskets on the top of the gas tank. I still have to do the passenger side fuel pump. I don't have to, but I'm going to, just so that they're both new. I've done coil packs on it, which was another really easy job because they just are super easy to get to. 10mm bolts. Everything on this car that I've messed with so far is 10mm bolts. So pretty easy. All right, we're going to install the new one and see how it goes. All right, so there you go, guys. It's all back installed. 3 hoses. Like I said, you just pinch the 2 little sides and it pops right off on all 3 of those. And then when you put them back on, just push them until they click and they're back in place. 2 10mm bolts. That one back there on this side was kind of tricky to get to. Obviously this side here, that one was pretty straightforward. I did have to remove this little bracket with the hose coming off of it just so I could get my tool in to get that last 10mm. You can barely see it down there. Yeah, in order to get my tool in for there, I had to remove this bracket in the front. That's just another 10mm. But really easy job. 15 minutes, everything done. I don't know why Ferrari mechanics charge so much. I can get you the part number for this charcoal canister on Scuderia Parts, or you can just go there and look it up. Like I said, shipped. I live in Florida, and to get this thing delivered to my house from Scuderia took about 3 days. Wasn't bad at all. They shipped it out DHL air freight. So I got it pretty quickly. Yeah, easy peasy. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching.